Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Tuesday, March 24th. I hope everybody slept well and we're sort of all getting into the hang of how this homeschool with me is going to work. First, let me apologize for yesterday's video. That is not the quality of video that I will be producing. I still wanted you guys to have something from yesterday, and I do apologize for the quality and the content of that video, but we're going to start afresh today, right? Right, mistakes happen, and we move on, right? Cool stuff. So today, we're going to start just like we do at the beginning of every school day, and we're going to go over our standards. So welcome to Tuesday, March 24th. Today's standards are reading informational text. So we're going to be working on 6.2, which is determining the central idea. And then we're also going to be working with 6.10. So by the end of the year, we want to be able to read and comprehend informational text. We've been working on these things all year long, so I really think we're going to have a strong level with this by the end of the school year. You guys have been working really hard, so I think this unit is really going to help us get a strong grasp on that. Now, our before activity is Masteryprep Verb 1 Exercise 2. Then during our lesson, we're going to work on Unit 5, which is all about exploration and what causes us to explore. What causes us to want to do more, see more, create more, all of those things. What causes us to want to do those things? And then I'm also going to recap from yesterday a little bit because I know you guys didn't get a lot, if any, out of that video. So we're going to start over a little bit. And then afterwards, I'm going to give you a summary of The Secret Garden, Chapter 1, which is the book for the 9 weeks. If you look back at the description from yesterday, it has the link, and I'm also going to go ahead and include the link to the audiobook and the ebook in this description as well. And that way everybody has it again so that we can start over. And then I'm going to encourage you guys to do a little bit of writing. Also, I'm going to tell you now, and I'll remind you again at the end of the video, I'm going to go live on YouTube at 10 a.m. tomorrow, Wednesday the 25th, okay? So remember, tomorrow, Wednesday the 25th, I'm going to go live on YouTube from 10 to 11, okay? That'll give us a chance for you guys to ask me any questions, and I'll throw out a couple of questions, and we can kind of have a class discussion that way, because I really miss you guys, and I want to hear from you and see what's happening and all of that good stuff. And then I'll post that later for everyone who sort of missed out, but you still want to comment or ask any questions. So that's how that's going to work tomorrow. Okay? Now, here we go. We're going to dive right into Masteryprep. So the easiest thing for me to do is to hold it right here for us. So, here we go. Almost every morning, include someone leading the Pledge of Allegiance. Notice how include someone is the underlined portion. Okay? There we go. Pull it back a little bit. So now, are we going to leave it as is? A, no change. B, are we going to change it to include somebody instead of include someone? Or are we going to switch it to option C, includes somebody? So it will read almost every morning includes somebody leading the Pledge of Allegiance. Or D, includes them leading the Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to give you a minute to think about that. So just think about your options on how we can, if we need to replace include someone, and how we can replace it. All right. If you chose option C, which is includes somebody, or D, includes them, I will give you credit for either one of those. Here's why. Because both of them puts somebody or them in the correct tense. We were looking at include, and we wanted to put includes in the right tense. So A is not right because it leaves include, and we're looking to change include. Include is the verb that we're looking to change, okay? B is also include somebody. It still leaves it singular, so that's not how we want to do it. So includes somebody, and that usually means, includes somebody. And that means one person gets up and leads in the Pledge of Allegiance. So I will give you credit for that. And then I will also give you credit for D, includes them. Now, includes them. At our school, we are lucky enough to have two people. We have one person who stands up and does the Pledge of Allegiance in English, and then we have another student who stands up and leads the Pledge of Allegiance in Spanish. So we actually have two people. So I will give you credit for either C or D. Okay? Any questions? If you have a question, write it in the comments. I love your questions. I love your questions. I love your questions. Hey, 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 hey. All right. Number 2. Ooh, this one's a long one. The judges of our talent shows is kept busy all month with several different hurdles to overcome. So is kept is what is underlined. So our options are F, no change, leave it as it is. G, keeps. So the judges of our talent show keeps busy. H, are kept busy. Or J, has been keeping busy. Think about that for a minute. All right. There is only one right answer for this one, okay? So if you chose the judges of our talent show, H, are kept busy all month with several different hurdles to overcome. Are kept, because we're looking to change is. Is the verb that we are looking to change. Kept stays. Our helping verb. Helping word. Helping word. All right. Any questions? Comment below. Okay? We good? We're going to move on? All right. So, we're going to move on to Unit 5, all about exploration, right? Right. So, here we go. What causes us to want to explore? So, what I touched on yesterday was in our launch text. It states that in the 1800s, there was just this big, huge fan of exploration happening. Everybody was sending ships over here to see what was there, and ships over here to see what was over there. And these ships would be gone for months and months at a time. And they would come back and be like, hey, I found this, and I found this, and I found this, and I stuck our flag here, and this is all how this worked out. And then other people were coming back and they were like, I got nothing. I got nothing. There ain't nothing this way but water, all of this stuff. And that was their way of exploring to see what was out there. And now they're saying that due to all of our technology, the world seems smaller to us. There's less of a sense of exploration because Now we have people living in Antarctica, and we can see the bottom of the ocean floor where the Titanic sank. So there's not that emergency to go see and explore more. But the article says that there is so much more to explore, like the ocean and space. And I remember before we left, I was very intrigued by what some of you said um, on Thursday or Friday before we left, and I was asking you about things you wanted to explore or know more about, like where you would want to explore. And one of you said fire, you wanted to explore fire, and another one of you said that you wanted to, or a lot of you said ocean and space and desert and things like that. And that's exactly what the article said. The article said that the ocean was being looked at still because we're looking for more food sources. And if we keep exploring the ocean floor, we might find more food sources, which I don't know about you, but y'all know I love me some seafood. I will take the lobster and the shrimp and everything. I will eat it up. And we're looking in space for places to live. The world, of course, is becoming overcrowded. So now we're looking in space to see if there are places that we can send people to live and how these planets are surviving and what their soil is like and things like that. So there is still so much exploration available for you guys. And that's amazing because there are still all of these opportunities for you guys to go out and explore. Imagine you guys being the ones that find another life source. Or imagine you guys being the first people to live on another planet. Like, how cool is that? That would be ridiculously awesome, right? You could do that. It could be you. So, my question to you is what causes you to want to explore? The big question that our unit is asking us is what causes people to want to explore? But before we can find out what makes other people think and tick, we have to look back on ourselves, right? So that's my question to you is what causes you to want to reach out and explore? Maybe it's passion, maybe it's creativity. Who knows? There is no wrong answer when it's about you. When it's about you, it's what you think and what you feel. And that's the best part is there is no wrong answer. It's just sharing how you feel and what you think. All right, and that's all I'm asking. You can write it to me in an email. You can post it on, or your parents can post it for you on Class Dojo, or you can write it in the comments. I'm just curious as to see what makes you want to explore more. Okay? What drives you? What encourages you? Okay? Because there is so much left to explore. So, what do you want to explore? What drives you to explore and what do you want to explore? Right? Easy enough. And I know you guys can do it. All right. Good. Solid. Now, I introduced and showed you guys yesterday the cover of The Secret Garden. The Secret Garden is going to be our new book that we're going to read through for this 9 weeks. It is the perfect selection. It includes a boy who is held in isolation because he is sick, or they make him believe he is sick. And it turns out that all he needs is a little bit of fresh air and a little bit of magic. I love a good story about magic. Plus, since we're doing informational text for our primary lesson, I figured a little bit of fantasy might be fun for our book discussions. Also, it takes place in a garden where spring is coming back to life. So it's all about starting anew and pretty flowers in the spring and all of this stuff. It's a great book. Won a couple of awards, I believe. Great book. You can't miss it. So I'm going to attach in the description the link to an audiobook that you can listen to and the link to the free ebook. And I'm just asking that you do a chapter a day, one chapter a day. Most of the chapters are actually pretty short, so it should be pretty easy. And I do want to talk a little bit about chapters 1, 2, and 3 with you guys tomorrow during our live chat. So today may be a great day to at least read chapters 1 and 2, and then you can read chapter 3 tomorrow morning before we start, or maybe you can read all 3 chapters today. Totally up to you. But we're going to talk about that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to fill you in on all the juice that happens in chapter 1, okay? So sit back. Let's get some tea or my Dr. Pepper. You know it's going to be a good day when I got my Dr. Pepper, right? Right. So here we go. So all around India, there is this big contamination and this sickness. Sound familiar? Sound familiar. And it's called cholera, okay? And this little girl, her name is Mary, and her parents said there's a big, huge party. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. And the house has to be burned because there's just cholera all over there. Listen to that. Cholera. Cholera. Does cholera sound like anything else to anybody else in here? Cholera, corona, come on. You know I'm right. So anyway, only Mary is spared. So her parents are dead, right? So she has to go live with a long lost uncle that she's never known or seen, okay? Who lives all the way in England, okay? And so they pack her up and they ship her off to the train station. And when she gets to the train station, she meets his housekeeper. And she is not the most pleasant of women. She is very strict and very stern and starts telling her all these rules. And Mary's like, listen, lady, back in my house in India, I ran the show. I had my own maid, and they answered to me, and they did what I told them to do. And the housekeeper's like, baby girl, not here. You'll have one maid, and she'll help you when she can, but she got other things to do. Chapter 1. Have I gotten you involved yet? Sounds good, right? Go ahead. Say, yes, Mr. Morgan, this book sounds great. I'll wait. Yes, Mr. Morgan, this book sounds great. All right, you guys. That's all I have for today. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Going live tomorrow, Wednesday, March 25th, from 10 to 11. I will give you the links to the audiobook and the free ebook in the description. I'll also post the standards and the like. And if you have, oh, I'm so sorry. If you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. And hopefully tomorrow will be a success for us. All right? Talk to you guys later. Here's a fist bump.